Boom.
Oh, every time now. It's getting a bit ridiculous. Yes, what's good, everybody? Bring that badger over here. YouTube punished me yesterday because I swore too early on in the video, apparently. So the clout chasers had to learn his lesson. This is how serious I am about subscribers. Cut me and I bleed subscribers, so I'm not going to swear in this video whatsoever, so YouTube can't say shit to me. Quick shit vid. It keeps saying that online that Leeds are primed in the next 48 hours for this manager coming in or whatever. It's like, of course we should be primed for it. We've been waiting for this now for too long. The season is almost among us. It's getting starting to get a bit panicky. I hope to this week, we're in Wednesday now. I hope this week we're going to start moving more. So still not having a manager to me is getting stressful because all players are going to start jumping ship when we get a manager, and hopefully we're going to bring some in. But we need to know what we're doing. It's like being at bar. I feel like I'm stood at bar. My mate's stood at bar and he clearly doesn't want to get served. He wants me to push the initiative and go to the bar and buy his drink for him. It's like, when people get to the bar and you're in a group and you don't really know people that well, and everybody sort of stands around like that, and you have to just go, oh, I'll just do it then. And then you get home and think, why have I ended up doing that 4 times tonight? I spent 40 quid around on a lot of punks. Get it done. Get it sorted. Get the drinks in. Get the manager in. Fucking Rodrigo apparently could be swooped up and off to Saudi, which, to be fair, I won't actually blame him. They're attracting some right players at the minute, aren't they? I know they've not confirmed Bernardo Silva and stuff, but I always thought it'd just be like what China did and just dragging people at the end of the careers like they did with they've got Kante, Benzema, Messi, Ronaldo, which sounds crazy, but then when you start getting people in like Bernardo Silva, who is insanely good, he's at the peak of his career, really. I don't actually think he'll end up going. You never know with these players. Sometimes they're just posturing, trying to get more money in their own contracts and stuff. But Rodrigo's the type of not type of person, I don't know the gadge, but the type of player that they probably could attract. He'll be 32, will he? He'll be 32 this year, 33 next year. So, he's at the end of his career, really. He's going to get paid money that he would never even see. It's like with Silva and that, I can never really understand it. He'll be on 200 grand a week minimum anyway, won't he? And how much can Saudis offer you? You're already on life-changing money, but it is what it is, isn't it? And then ORTA strikes again, so I don't really want to end up going on and on and on about ORTA, but it is getting a bit So apparently Seville are going to swoop in for Summerville, but I can't really understand it at this point. If you're just going to go around hijacking everybody that ORTA's already bought, what's the point in appointing him in job? I could do this on Champ Manager. Just literally click on somebody's squad and just go, right, just hijack that squad. Who did they sign? Right, is he any good? Yeah, right, buy him. It's like Rodrigo and Summerville, is that what ORTA's got up his sleeve? People he's formally bought and then ultimately got us relegated with. I'm not blaming Summerville or Rodrigo for the relegation, but I don't really know if he's doing his job at this point, if he's just going, well, I know a couple of lads, I know a couple of players. People are saying that he knows the deals and it's all sort of planned. I don't know if it's planned. I don't think he planned to get sacked, but I suppose he did apparently sort of walk out as well. Too emotional for me, ORTA. I liked it at the time when we had Bielsa and it were all going well. Somebody told me to stop talking about Bielsa the other day, and my response was, I will talk about whatever I want. So if I want to talk about Bielsa, I'm not going to not talk about him. He's not the fucking devil or your ex-bird or something. It's I can mention him, Helder apparently is in talks, which I'd be gutted about. I'd keep Helder me. I thought he was better than Struick at left back anyway. But Helder Silent J is apparently in talks with, and it's time for Dictionary Corner, a Serie A side, Salernitana. So, but I mean, I would slap him back in at left back, me. I won't get rid of him. I think Firpo will be off, and I know Firpo were really bad initially, but he did come into form a little bit, to be fair, towards the end of the season. He just loves the booking and subsequently is sending off. But yeah, you can't blame him either. He'll be wanting first team football, but they're the type of players we could do with keeping hold of, really, proper squad players that, I thought could have done a job anyway for us. And so, you know, dropping down a level, I mean, it's a different game, different world, isn't it, down there? Fulham have just apparently been... well, Fulham are also after Aronson, so the betting sponsor must follow Aronson around. But they've got that, I don't know how you say it, SBO top, SBO TOP. I don't know how to say what it is on shirt. I've never known how to say it. They've got the sponsorship deal with them, so whether we still do or not, I don't know. But I know that the Premier League is stopping betting companies anyway after, I think, if not after this year, it's after next year. So they're putting a stop to it, which is yet again the minority controlling the majority. Like, I didn't even know it were a betting agency, me. I literally didn't even care. And then people and I don't mind the odd bet. I'm not much of a bettor, to be fair, a gambler, but I just can't get my head around it, me. It's like, I used to love that Strongbow shirt and stuff. It didn't make me go out and, I mean, I do actually like Strongbow, saying that, but you know, it didn't make me go out and just get hammered on Strongbow. Like, it didn't make me go out and get hammered. I did that all by myself. And then I just want to briefly touch on like how much players are actually worth. So like Maddison, I spoke about Leicester yesterday, and this sort of like Leicester yesterday. That's quite nice. Leicester yesterday. Spoke about him Leicester yesterday, and that's sort of thrown me off. Yeah, I was on about like Maddison and Barnes and stuff, and now they're sort of struggling to get rid of him at like big money, because obviously they'd have hoped that they got big money for him. Now Maddison, I know, is a bit hot and cold, but he certainly is a Premier League player, and they were looking to him a lot to dig him out. And when he's on form, he is on fire, isn't he? Like in and around England squad. So you have to think really like they're going to get 40 million for him, and he's off to Tottenham, so it's a relatively big club. So how much is Nonto actually worth? How much is Summerville actually worth? How much even is Rodrigo worth at that point? I mean, they're going to get absolutely naught for Rodrigo with release clause, apparently 3 million, which is a joke. But I just mean, in general, like how much are these players actually worth? Like Harrison, can he go for more than Maddison? I mean, I never thought he would anyway, but... And to be fair, Maddison's probably about right at 40 million, but if they'd have been in Premier League, they'd have wanted 60, wouldn't they? So if you take 20 million off of that... Don't know... What you saying? What are your thoughts? I don't know. So yeah, that's my quick ship vid. If you want to check out, I've got some proper ship vids on this thing called Still Struggling. All the links are below. Check it out. I'll post a link on community as well. Clout chaser. Up and out this bitch.
Where they've been, the results they've had, 1 defeat in 13. I've got Muppets from Leeds talking about pressures on us, and Bamford and Forshaw and a couple of others, and it's over to you and this, that and the other. They got beat 7 times since Christmas. We've been beaten once. We've set it up from Christmas to be in the race.
Boom.
JackCity, bitch! JackCity, bitch! Hey!
I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is. Don't wanna ever feel surprised. That's why I ask no.